Hey everyone, welcome and welcome back here to my channel where I play Plants 2. My name is Nissa and today we have another mod here to look at, which is the American lion. A lion that currently are extinct, but it isn't that old compared to some of the other extinct lions we have looked at here on my channel. As you can see here in the picture below, it's hard to find a really good one, especially since it's extinct and some of it is guesswork, some of it have been scientifically proven, but it's kind of the same when we look at older creatures like dinosaurs. Did they actually have that color or how would they look? It's a little iffy. For instance, the male's mane have apparently been very discussed. I have seen forums. I haven't been going too much into it, but I have seen forums discussing whether they should have as long as the West African lion or as short as the cave lion or something in between there. So again, it doesn't seem like there's no definitive answer as I see it. But again, I haven't been really researching and found studies on it. It's more like I have seen that some people debate this. They have more muscle. It seems like they have a lot more muscle than other lions we've seen. You can see the definition here on the pictures below. I also found some pictures that depicted both West African lion, Northern lion, cave lions, and all of these. But it's hard to. I just want to show this one basically. But you can clearly see, especially on their front legs, these muscle bands, their rib cage, and their hind legs also have some more definition than we have on other kinds of lions. So yeah, with that said, oh, of course, it's made by Gabboi and GiornoPizza. I believe I have a Ko-fi account for Gabboi. Not I have, he have, but I have a link to it, so I will add that below if it's true. Again, I can't remember every mother and all about them, but I think I have one from Gabboi. I don't think I have anything from GiornoPizza, but I have something from Gabboi, so if you want to go and support that way, you will be free to do so. However, I do not tell you that you have to. I'm just telling you that you can. Here it is, and this is a male. I was a little iffy because on the pictures, it's actually hard to see if it's a male or a female, but here you can clearly see the difference where the males have this darker fur at the mane and the female doesn't. It also seems like it's thicker here than the female is. But that's about that. So here they clearly went for the minimalistic mane. So yeah, I'm gonna jump into Zoopedia, and from there we are gonna go through all of it. So here you can see they are extinct, but it's since 1960s, so it's kind of recently, which is kind of why I don't understand the big conversation, because there should be someone still alive who have seen them then. I think I'm not sure, but there should be, right? Again, if they only were like one in the world for the last 30 years or so, then it will be a little harder. But here they are. Again, you can see here we have this wider snout, which we also saw on the northern line. However, it seems to be more prominent here. They are kind of cute creatures. I'm not sure. It looks like it's been cut in here. I'm not sure. It just looks green screen to me, but again, it doesn't say anything bad about the mod. Here you can see they are from the southern part of North America. Something went wrong over here because it says Africa, and the American lion is not from Africa. So boys, you know better. I know you do. But they are from the Barbary region, Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia, which again, I'm not sure, but it does appear that this is the information for the Barbary line that they accidentally copied over. It would seem like it. I think we have a video on that on my channel somewhere. I have a lot of these mod reviews. I think 170 something at this point. So yeah, I can't remember everything. But they live in grassland, tundra, taiga, and timber. I will say though, unless this gets fixed, the game I guess will go with these information. So if you want to build a habitat, this is what you go for. I think, and not so plants from North America may not fit them. One adult need 200 square meters of land, nothing else, but they both climb and swim. And the temperature requirement is from 8 to 4 degrees Celsius. You need a grade 2 fence above 4 feet 13. Sorry. Yeah, it's still one of the colder months here, so yeah. I will say though, I will write and ask the modders about this. If I get an answer, I will put it in a pinned comment as always, so you can go and read it there. Or if the modders are out there, if you see this, guys, if you write it in a comment below, I will pin that comment. So yeah, so we know more about this. Group size from 2 to 30, that's 1 male and up to 29 females. Male bachelor groups only from 2 to 4 and female from 2 to 30. They are a patriarchal species, meaning that they have a male leader. Promiscuous, confident, and should not enter their habitat. The males grow to 1.35 meters, which is 4 feet. And the female 120, which is 3.7 feet or something around that. Live for around 14 years, and male weighs around 200 kilos, 400 pounds. Females 160 kilos, 320 pounds. They reach sexual maturity at age 2 and can reproduce until they die. Give between 1 and 3 offspring every 36 months, so that's 3 years. And are pregnant for 3 months, and they should be about average, reproducing in captivity. No interspecies enrichment, and they do not have entirely the West African lion enrichment. The West African lion have 15 different pieces of normal enrichment. This one only have 13, so there's a few missing here. But it have scratching trees, scratching pool, the 2 big balls. Then we have the sprinkler system, the fire hose thingy, blood scent marker, and then we have both cardboard boxes, scratching thingies, and blood scent sack. And food enrichment is the same as the West African lion. So here we have the frozen blood pumpkin, the 2 pinatas, and the restraint feeder. But let's get a close-up, and I would actually like to go with the female first, which normally isn't what I'm doing. Oh, I actually forgot to. Do I need to compare them? I'm pretty sure you can see a difference here. That isn't just like design-wise. Of course, with modding, like Frontier have their way of doing a little more cartoonish creatures. A lot of the modders choose to make them more realistic looking. I actually really like the female here. I like these darker lines here. Again, we have this very wide snout area, but still very rounded, so it looks a little more defined in a soft way, especially compared to the fact that it's a big predator. All of the glitching going on, keep in mind that might be my computer, so it may not happen on yours. We have claws. We have claws, guys. Yeah, if you follow my channel, you know I love when modders remember this because 99% of everyone looking at this mod would never notice these small tiny claws. But I do. They are not placed above the fur, which they are on most animals, but they are placed within it. So you can see some of the strands actually covering some of the claw. Here you can also see a few hair strands. Very good. We have a little tassel on the tail, but not a lot. And we do not have these tassels on the elbows, which some lions have. Texture-wise, it looks good. Like, depending on the angle, you can see here just the fact that I turned the camera changes the sharpness of the texture. And that is basically the fluffiness issue here. They have a lot of hair strands of each other's, which is how fur works. And that just, the more layers they have, the more difficult it is for the computer to understand it in the way it is built in this game. In some games, it's better to make fluffiness, but it isn't. I will say Frontier haven't the worst fluffiness issue, um, but I feel like it could be a little bit better. We have a few of those sticking out eyebrows hair, but it's depend on the angle. You can see they disappear from over here, but reappear here. And doesn't seem to be on the other eye. Yeah. But again, that's a really, really small detail. Here we also have these unique markings, which I also really like. And look at this fur. Look at it, look at it, look at it. I'm in love with it. Very good. Well done, guys. So let's find a male. You were a female. Yeah, I try not to pick anyone that is already wet. Do we have a climber? No. Oh, we have a male here. Again, most of it I expect to be the same, but we have these darker parts up here where it does also seem longer. If I just compare here, you can see we have it stands here and go up to about here. So it's still a long hair compared to here, where it doesn't seem to be as much as all. I actually thought that Nick was just thicker, but it does seem to be a mane built of fur and not of skin and bone and such. Um, but it's just really different from what we're used to. Again, it seems also to be a flatter mane, so it hangs more. That's where we have more going on down here. Compared to up here, where a lot of the manes also stand a little bit, so you have this poof piece up here. Again, it's nothing bad to say about it. If I can just say a minor detail here, these hair strands are too long. If you look at it, no hair strands would start here, going downwards this way, bend upwards this way, go down again this way, go up again. It could be like curls, but then it wouldn't be like all of them curling the same way. Every girl out there or boy with curls can tell you that curls don't work this way. So that's a very small detail, but it's honestly the only bad thing I have to say about it. Of course, there can be a lot of reasons still that you may not want to use this mod. For instance, it is instinct, so therefore you either put your zoo back in time or you make something just pretend it's still alive or something like that. There's a lot of reasons why you could choose to do this, but if you want a really modern, a realistic zoo, it's not the mod for you, and that's totally okay. Here we have the babies. They still have the small spot. I will say I saw one drawing of them when I look for pictures where the adults actually also have the spotting on the underneath, but I only saw it once. Which again is something I find kind of interesting. They already have the drawings in the face as the parents does, but besides that, it seems less different than the adult like the adult looks very different from the West African lion that we already have in the game, where the cups here looks more like the one we have in the game, but it's not bad at all. I wouldn't say that. It's still cute. It still have a good texture. Again, they still made the most important thing, which is the drawings that really shows you if you have them in here side by side with other line cups, you would be able still to tell that this is with this. Here we have another variation also of the cup. It seems bigger for some reason, but here you can see the spotting is more prominent, and it also seems maybe a tiny bit more fluffy. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you guys. As always, I really hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, you know the drill, guys. Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification so you know the next time I upload a video. Really hope to see you again either in the comments below or in the next video. Bye, guys.